folks. Still final score. Clarke 28-14. It's gonna be a subdued. Hey, listen, man. For what it's worth, I'm just glad we survived. You know what I mean? We didn't play our greatest game. Right? I think it was a little bit of a letdown game, slightly won. It's been a really tough month, man. We're fighting injuries. All right. We had some stuff really. I mean, once again, we got behind the chains a little bit. Unfortunately, Scoop and score, they let them right back in the game. Okay, but ultimately, we needed to have a drive. Took like 4 minutes off the clock to go back up 2 scores, and you guys did it. That's what good football programs and good football teams do. When you need to make it a drive, we did it. Okay? Very proud of you, man. And here's the thing, like next week, this is, in my opinion, like have a trap game. Big win last week, homecoming next week. It's the greatest week of the year next week, in my opinion. It is fun. It's the most fun I ever have in 26 years of being in education. Homecoming week is fun. So enjoy the heck out of it. Enjoy this win. But ultimately, at the end of all the festivities next week, we got to win a football game. Yes, sir. All right, we got to get to 5-2. All right? Beat a good football team. They were 4-1 on the road in 3rd place. All right, in the Bull Run district. The Bull Run is loaded this year. Everybody's good. Period. Coach, you got anything?
We need a lot of help.
Yeah, hey, young bucks, I need some help over here. Getting this stuff up. Hey, listen, hey guys, outstanding win, man. Good job. Get in there, break it down. Eagles on 3. 1, 2, 3, Eagles!
That's Moe Murphy from Clarke County Sports. We're here with Will Bucker, who had a huge night tonight, scoring twice and picking off close to a touchdown pass. Will, can you just talk a little bit about tonight's big win?
Yeah, well, we started off a little slow. We didn't want to start like that, but then we picked it up second half and blocked pretty well, and defense held up in the end, so pretty good win.
And I kind of got blocked out. Can you just talk a little bit about that interception in the first half that stopped the touchdown drive?
Yeah, my receiver ran inwards, and then he ran back out, and I saw the quarterback look at him, so then I just jumped in front of the ball, got it.
And you guys seem to not lose any steps. Did the coach talk to you during the week about a possible letdown after last week?
I honestly don't.
Yeah. Well, that's all right. He was saying something to me. He was worried you guys might let down. So now you go back for your homecoming at the Felt. It's been a while since we've been at the Felt. How you feel about that?
Yep, it's going to be a great atmosphere, and homecoming is the best week of the year, so hopefully we get the dub.
All right, well, you heard that from Will Bucker, who had a big night tonight for the Eagles in this win. We'll be back at the Felt next week. It's Moe Murphy with Clarke County Sports. We're here with the Eagles' Chris LeBlanc, who boomed a 43-yarder and a 30-yarder and three or so touchbacks. Can you just talk a little bit about the big night tonight?
I mean, it was pretty exciting. Obviously, the touchbacks, like the coaches expected of me, as you know, I'm a college kicker. They want me to get those touchbacks. So I've been finally getting those in the end zone, so that's feeling good. And with the 2 field goals, like the first one, the 43, I was just excited. I wasn't nervous. I came on the field and I was like, you know, let's just boom a field goal.
I mean, it had plenty of room to spare on it. And I know you've been getting a lot of attention this week. How did it feel to get that 64-yard punt last week?
That was pretty exciting too. I mean, it wasn't a terrible snap. I got back, got some extra momentum, and then just boom to just perfect contact, and it just flew.
So you go back now for homecoming against Meridian, who used to be George Mason. How you feel about the upcoming week?
I feel pretty excited. I mean, last year Meridian was pretty strong. They've lost some important players from the previous year with lots of seniors graduating. So with our homecoming, I'm hoping to kick another couple field goals.
All right, well, you heard that from the Eagles place kicker and punter Chris LeBlanc, as he had a huge night tonight and last week for the Eagles in this big win. We'll be back at the Felt next week. This is Moe Murphy for Clarke County Sports. We're here with the Eagles head coach Casey Childs as they get a big district win over Madison County tonight. Congratulations on the win, Casey. Also, this is where you got your first win. So can you just talk a little bit about tonight?
Yeah, I mean, it was a great win for our program and for our kids. You know, we've had a really rough stretch of opponents. And, you know, another game on the road. And, you know, you played a really, 4A school last week, and you're on the road again this week with homecoming next week. And you know, we had a really good start, and then we kind of let them back into the game, unfortunately, and we didn't put them away when we should have. And then, they had the scoop and score, which really gave them a chance to get back in the game. But, like I told the kids, I was really proud of them because when they got it down to the one score on the scoop and score, we were fortunate enough to take the ball and drive it down there again and then get the touchdown to put us up by 2 scores. So, great win for us. Anytime you can win a football game, they're hard to do, man. And we've been fortunate to win a lot of football games for so long, but they're just hard to win, and proud of all the kids.
And were you worried a little bit about maybe they might let down after that huge win last week?
Yeah, I mean, and we're still beat up. I mean, like Mo, we got guys that are hurt. We had guys again tonight go in and out, and we can't seem to get over some of the injury bugs that we're having. But to our kids' credit, the kids we're putting in there, they're doing a great job. And like tonight, man, Chris LeBlanc, what can you say about him? After the 64-yard punt, he's drilling, field goals right and left, putting the ball in the end zone. And he was an absolute weapon tonight in the first half because we were moving the ball, but we couldn't score. And then, when you have a great kicker, and he's a great one, when you have something like that with a weapon, we were able to take advantage of him tonight, which is great for him, and really proud of him.
And that cross-direction counterplay that Carson had about 3 or 4 nice runs, were y'all expecting to run that, or did it just something that just came open?
Well, we knew what they were doing. They were going really a 7-man line, and they were really they were stacking a lot, putting 5 guys to the strength. So we knew if we can get to the second level right there, we had something happening. And one time was a check with me. We called it at the line of scrimmage, and then we were able to hit Carson on quite a few of those. And so it was big, and of course he had the big long run for the touchdown in the first quarter. So
I think that was his first.
Yeah, I think for the first touchdown this year for sure. So yeah, it was good for him. I'm happy for him. And and defensively, we've been a little bit here and there, and we were playing a lot of coverage at most times, and then we were trying to make them drive the ball, run the ball, and try to try to take away their quarterback's passing ability. So we were able to make stops we needed to, and like I said, I'm proud of the kids, and you got to get ready for homecoming next week, and it's going to be another big one for sure.
Right. We go back now against Meridian, who's struggling this year. It's going to be it's going to be a job for you to keep them up for this one.
Yeah, if you can't get up for homecoming, and if you can't get up for homecoming, something's wrong with you, And so we've had a really tough stretch, and we got to get kids healthy. That's the bottom line. We got to get them healthy for this, post stretch down the line here, and. Obviously we got to get a win next week and get to, 5-2 and then go from there and hopefully continue to play better football.
All right, well, you heard that from the Eagles head coach Casey Childs as they come out with a 28-14 win over Madison County tonight. We'll be back at the Felt next week for homecoming. For Clarke County Sports, it's Moe Murphy.
Appreciate it, dude. Thanks, buddy.
Left in the half. Thank you.